All right. There we go. Oh, you know what? I need to change this, though. My lighting is wrong. 1 second. 1 second. There we go. Okay. There we go. That's better. All right. Whew. So we are live. Can hope everybody can hear me. I have this new mount for my my mic. There ain't nobody in here yet, so we'll wait and see, I guess, if anybody can hear me, but hopefully I would imagine so. But we are ready for this game. It should be starting any time now. Tennessee Titans versus Cincinnati Bengals. Hope the Bengals win. All right. Yeah, I mean, it could be it could go either way. Oh, you can hear me? Okay, good. It could go either way. I feel the same thing. I'm going to be doing a live stream for tomorrow's game, the Chiefs and the Bills. I am picking the Bills in that game. I do think that they will end up getting the upset. It's my opinion. Not that I want that necessarily, but that's what I think is going to happen. But I think that game could go either way. Same thing with this one. I think this one could go either way. I think either Tennessee or Cincinnati could end up getting the win, but I'm picking Tennessee, and I'm rooting for Tennessee if I'm being honest, because I have no issue with being clear about the fact that I am a Ryan Tannehill fan. And even though I agree he's not like, elite, I think he's one of the best game managing quarterbacks that you will ever find. I do think he is a great quarterback in general. And I'm happy that he's actually having success with a team that properly built around him and knows how to, use his strengths and so on and so forth. And he's had a great career since leaving the Miami Dolphins, which unfortunately is pretty much on par for the Miami Dolphins. They can never, they can't draft, develop, and then even when they do draft and develop, they find a way to, let them walk out of the door. Absolutely, I think the Dolphins failed Tannehill. 100% they failed Tannehill. In the same way that not quite the same way. It's a little bit different, but the context is a little bit different. But just like the Dolphins have failed Tua, right? Now, I just think, like I said, I'm not going to go into it, but the context is a bit different because there were different people in charge with different philosophies and stuff, and they did things differently. But yeah, this Dolphins organization has failed miserably to build a proper team as a whole, but they've also failed miserably at supporting their quarterback. If Henry rushes for 100 and gets a TD, they should get the win. Yeah, I mean, look, Derrick Henry's obviously going to play. He's dressed and he's suited and he's ready to go. And I'm actually really excited for it. I think this is going to be a fun game. I think it's going to be a more exciting game than the last two games that I did live streams for. And I'm really hoping that's true because I would be really bored by the third quarter if this ends up being a lopsided victory. Either way, even if the team that I want to win, the Titans, is winning 38 to 7, I'm still going to be bored because I want to see a competitive game, man. But anyway, so yeah, man, it's going to be interesting. This is going to be a fun game. I think this is going to be a fun one. I think tomorrow's game, the Chiefs, I will be watching tonight's game, the 49ers and the Packers, but I'm not going to be doing a live stream for it because that's obviously like right after this game, and that would be like 8 hours, and by then I'm gonna I have an apple and I'm gonna eat that here at some point in the near future, but I'm gonna need to eat after this game. So I'm not going to be doing an 8-hour marathon or anything, but I will be watching that game later tonight, the 49ers Packers game, because obviously I'm going to want to see a couple things. One, I'm going to want to see how the Niners do in general and if they can end up, upsetting the Packers, which obviously we hope not, because we don't want our pick to drop any further. But also because Mike McDaniel is still playing in the playoffs and, would want to see how that offense performs in a game against a, tough opponent and an opponent that they might have to match points with. That's the thing. It's not even necessarily that Green Bay's defense is that scary. They do have a good defense, but it's really just that they will have to match points with the Packers, right? So it's gonna be a fascinating game. I'm looking forward to that one. But tomorrow, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills game, I will be doing a live stream for that, just like I'm doing a stream for this. So definitely check me out and join me for that one as well. I haven't looked yet, but I hope that one's the later game because this one was the early game, which is about 1:30 for me. So because I'm obviously West Coast, they are getting ready. I got to do a little bit of stuff here on my phone, so I'm going to be a little distracted for the first few minutes. But I will be still paying attention. Bengals are getting ready to kick the ball off. The game is getting ready to start. Derrick Henry. So that means the Titans offense is going to be on the field first. Bengals will get it after the half, and they're going to kneel it in the end zone. So it's going to come out. It's going to be a touchback out to the 25-yard line. That is where Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry, and this Titans offense will start the game. Here we go. Let's see what happens, baby. Come on. Yeah, look, Henry, Brown, and Jones are all in together. I'm telling you, man, this Bengals team, I mean this Titans team, man. All right, so here they go, 1st and 10. Let's see what they can do. Let's see if they get any points on this first drive. Fake to Henry. Oh, they try and go deep, and they pick Tannehill on the first play. I mean, they faked the ball to Derrick Henry. Man. I mean, the receiver. I know the receiver probably could have fucking. Thanks, dude. The receiver probably could have done a bit more there, but man, I mean, defensive back stared down. Fucking Tannehill went for the quick deep shot. Burrow dropping back, and Burrow is sacked. So the Titans defense at least did their part on the first down to get a sack right away, because obviously not very good by the offense to turn the ball over. So Titans obviously coming off of the bye. 2nd and 13 from the Titans 45-yard line. Dumps it off quick. Oh, Mixon breaks a tackle and gets a first down and then some. Hey man, Bengals in business right off the bat, off the turnover, man. This is what the Titans can't do if they want to win this game. So let's just be clear about that. This is not how the Titans can play if like on both sides. I mean, they got the sack, which was good, but the way that they didn't wrap up Mixon, man. They did not wrap up Mixon. They just kind of like arm tackled him there. Anyway, they run the ball on first down, gets maybe a yard. So they did get the stuff on Mixon there. But on that previous play on the second and 13, I mean, they really could have, you know, he still would have got like 4 or 5 yards, but that would have been 4 or 5 yards and not like 20, almost 20 yards. So they got to definitely be better. All right, 2nd and 9, just outside the red zone from the 23. They are obviously in field goal range. Oh, and they had pressure immediately in Burrow's face. He just had to get it away, and it ended up incomplete. 3rd and 9. So let's see if the defense can hold here and keep them to a field goal. If they can do that, then disaster mitigated, and the Titans will have another opportunity. But they got to get the stop, obviously. I know Tannehill over there hating himself right now. Hey, man. He's got to be better than that, though, if he wants to win this game. I keep it real. And they get a big sack on him. I don't know. It's going to be like right on the edge of field goal range. It's going to be a longer field goal now, though. So, I mean, there's a delay of game penalty, though, on the. I'm wondering, why did they accept it, though? Oh, because the whistle stopped the play, so the play doesn't count. That's why. I was gonna say it's not necessarily that they accepted. I mean, they did end up accepting, but all right, so it's gonna be 3rd and 14. So the Bengals do have another shot though here. Yeah, crowd's loud. All right, so here they go. All right, it gets to about the 20-yard line, but it's going to be a 4th down, so they do hold them. So now they're going to have an easier time. Yeah, now they're going to have an opportunity for a shorter field goal attempt. So this one is a lot more manageable. That's why I was like, why did they accept the penalty? But they didn't, because it's a delay of game penalty. So it comes before. So I get it. They didn't. Yeah. And let's see, they are good on the kick. So Bengals take advantage of the early turnover by the Titans, and they get 3 points. But the Titans defense did a good job, though, and at least kept them out of the end zone. So we'll see how the Titans offense responds now. Are they able to rebound from that?
That's fun. Seriously? Denzel, Francis McDormand, Snoopy.
Yep, Bengals right now got a 3-0 lead. It is game day. I'm chilling, man. Yeah, for the game. Yeah, I'm sure a bunch of people are. I wouldn't imagine that I'm the only one. No, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, it wasn't a very good start here for the Titans. Obviously, they just threw an interception on the first play. Tannehill threw an interception on the first play. He faked the handoff to Henry, was trying to go for an early deep shot down the middle, and the defensive back was watching him, cut it off. So, but the Titans defense did well enough to hold them, so that way they were only able to get 3 points out of it. But they definitely got to be a lot better than that if they're going to want to win this game, without question. I mean, Tannehill actually, when he was with us, and certainly his first 2 years with the Titans, not so much this year, of course, I know, but Tannehill actually didn't really throw that many interceptions. He'd have a fumble here and there as well, because he's not the greatest at feeling the pressure in the pocket, especially coming around his blind side and stuff. So defenders would occasionally get around and knock the ball out of his hand, but he actually has generally been pretty good, but he was just getting a little greedy there off the rip. But let's see what they do with it. So touchback again. Knelt it in the end zone, so it's going to be coming out to the 25-yard line. Yeah, I mean, I'm rooting for the Titans, man. We'll see if they can get it done. All right, so 1st and 10. Henry in the backfield. Tannehill's under center. I need some water. I'm thirsty. Hands the ball off to Henry. Gets about 2-ish yards to start with. All right, let's see what they do with it, man. Let's see what they do with it. Here he is. Poof. He said poof. All right, so 2nd and 8, so 2 yards officially. Come on, Titans. They give it to Henry again, who loses about a yard. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. So Bengals defense doing a good job to start with. I mean, so far Bengals are doing everything that they need to do. Titans need to pick it up if they want to have a chance, man. Like I said, I do think this game could go either way for sure. I do see the Bengals being able to win this. But I think the Titans will pull it out. So 3rd and 9. Dropping back. And Tannehill got sacked. They brought a rush. They brought a blitz. Tannehill tried to duck under it, but he got snagged and he went down. He seen it. He felt it. I mean, it was coming like right in front of him. He tried to duck under it. He just couldn't get away, though. Got to do a lot better than that, man. That punt does take a favorable bounce, though, so the Bengals are now going to start about the 31-yard line. I do like Burrow. Yeah. But no, I'm rooting for the Titans today, man. But I'm still going to be objective about it and stuff, like, Tannehill throwing that interception right away, not good, man. You can't play like that if you want to win this game. I mean, the Bengals are not a bad team by any stretch of the imagination. So, they needed, and they can't be having 3 and outs like that. They got to do better. So, what they have done so far is not going to get it done. I mean, that's just a fact. So, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm rooting for the Titans, man. I told people that going into this game, no. Like I'm rooting for him. I like Tannehill. I like Vrabel. I like the Titans. I like their team. You know, they're I have a handful of teams that I root for on the side for various different reasons whenever we're not playing them, right? The Steelers, the Texans, my sister and one of my best friends are, you know, respectively fans of those teams, and then the Titans because I am a Tannehill fan, and you know I'm glad to see him having success. Um, you know, when people actually built around him right. And it just proved, but it's, you know, it's a big piece of evidence that proves the Dolphins were the ones that failed to build around him properly, because they could have had what the Titans have had the past 3 years. Even if they were to lose this game, I mean, they've made the playoffs the past 3 years, division titles the past two, number one seed this year. Yeah, it would be disappointing to lose as the number one seed, of course, but I mean, I think they're doing pretty well. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's just the objective truth, right? So like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so 1st and 10 for the Bengals at their own 31-yard line. Oh, and that was just a drop pass. So that's not good for the Bengals. I mean, the receiver still could have caught it. The commentator was putting it on Burrow there. It was a little floppy and a little behind the guy, but he still could have caught it, at least got some yardage. Anyway, 2nd and 10, a little bit low, and Burrow gets sacked big because it was a little bit of a low snap, and before Burrow could corral it and get back upright, he had a rusher right in his face. So Tennessee defense doing their thing. Hey, Fansboy kept crowning him every year. See, like I was a person. Look, I personally believe that Tannehill doesn't need competition when it comes to a work ethic perspective. Like I think Tannehill's going to work his ass off day in and day out because that's who he is. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't fucking, draft somebody or whatever. So they end up trying to set up a little screen on 3rd and 18. It picks up a few yards, and Bengals are going to punt. So Tennessee defense doing their thing. What was I saying? Oh, and yeah, so you definitely got it. Like my philosophy is I would never take a quarterback in rounds 1 or 2, but I would take one every year in 3 or later, right? So I would have, my philosophy would have a constant influx of young talent that could be developed, and possibly used as trade chips if the cream rises to the top, and I get my settled starter and backup, and whatever, right? So like, oh, it looks like there's going to be a flag on the Bengals for some kind of illegal contact because he called the Titans guy called a fair catch and the Bengals guy ran into him. Yeah, he definitely made contact with him. And that's what caused the fumble there, so, or the muff punt, kick catch interference. So that means the Titans are going to get 15 yards from the spot. What's going on, Jonathan? I actually wasn't a huge Tannehill fan initially, if I'm being honest. His first year or two, I wasn't a huge fan, but he grew on me. And the reason why he grew on me is because he showed me with his work ethic that he's going to go in there, he's going to put his head down, and he's going to fucking improve. And he did. Every time somebody said he couldn't do something, he improved and got better at it. Now, look, he's still not, you know, and he's still not great with his pocket presence and evading pressure, but that I've seen him stand in the pocket and take hits time in and time out, bro, to deliver some beautiful balls and fucking, make some shit fucking happen, bro. And I was saying, like, the last few years of Tannehill's career with the Dolphins, I was telling people, listen, bro, it's not Ryan Tannehill. Tannehill is not the problem. The problem is this team, this organization is not properly building around him. And lo and behold, I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying, lo and behold, I was right because not only did Tennessee do that and look at the success that Ryan Tannehill is having there, but look at what's happened now since Tannehill's left with Tua. They've literally done the exact same thing the past 3 years. They've wasted 3 years of our lives not building a proper team around Tua. Now, again, the context is a bit different. In this case, Flores, I firmly believe, was trying to sabotage Tua. So, that was an element that didn't exist before. I mean, Tannehill was never really supported, like fully supported, by the coaching staff until Adam Gase. But like nobody, as far as I could tell, nobody was like actively gunning for Tannehill. But I don't know. I guess I could be wrong about that. I just never saw anybody that was like so obviously trying to fuck up the quarterback, like Brian Flores was so obviously trying to screw over Tua. Like it's clear as day. Like you didn't even need to have the behind the scenes bombs that were just recently released, bro. Like to me, it was obvious as fuck. Yeah, but like I don't honestly, dude, I don't care about that. That's why. So Tannehill fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, dumps it off quick, and they end up picking up. Julio Jones gets near a first down, so they, rolling Tannehill out there a little bit. There we go, getting some offense. The thing is, bro, is because that rare generational quarterback is so hard to find. That's why I agree. He's one of the that's why I agree he's a game manager, but he's like one of the best besides maybe like Tom Brady, of course. He's one of the best game man. All right, Derrick Henry gets it, and that's a good 8 or 9 yards right there. So Titans offense is starting to open up, it looks like, a little bit on this drive. Yeah, bro, and I firmly believe that if they just would have built around Tannehill properly, Tannehill and the Dolphins could have had the same success that Tannehill is now enjoying with the Tennessee Titans. I believe that firmly. They give it to Henry again, and it looks like he does pick up a few yards, just a little bit more than enough for the first down. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, man, the Titans are going to get this done today. They had a little bit of a rough start, but they're going to get this done today. I feel pretty confident about it. Once Derrick Henry gets into his groove, which it looks like he's already starting to get a little bit of that, they give it to Henry again. Not that time, though. Drop him for another 1 or 2 yard loss. That on first down. So it's going to be now 2nd and 11. I said one of the best. One of the best. Like I'm now, what I'm about to say is not top 5 quarterback in the league, period. But I think if you just look at game manager quarterbacks, you leave the elite quarterbacks out. I would say Tannehill's a top 5, top 3 game manager quarterback. Like, absolutely. I mean, Tom Brady is technically a game manager type of quarterback. Tannehill drops back, gets it out. Blasingame, man, he ends up dropping it, which that's not helping Tannehill out, man, because he gets it to him. and he could have had probably a first down. It looked like he might have. He just bobbled the fuck out of it and couldn't corral it. Well, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there, then, my buddy, because I do think Tannehill is one of the best game managing quarterbacks that you'll find. Ends up being incomplete on 3rd and 11. So it would be a 57-yard field goal attempt. So they're probably just going to end up punting. So they had a little bit of offensive momentum there, but I would say I wouldn't consider Russell Wilson a game manager. I think he's a step above a game manager quarterback, because Russell Wilson has certainly better pocket presence than Ryan Tannehill, but I think he's also got, a little bit more eliteness to him as well. Like, I would consider Russell Wilson outside. Anyway. But it is what it is, man. Everybody has their opinions. All right, so they punt it, and it's going to be at about the 12-yard line for the Bengals to start with. So it's still 3-0 Bengals as of right now. Yeah, I mean, you never know though, too. This could end up being a pretty defensive heavy game. I mean, both of these defenses are good. Although I feel like at some point somebody's going to break out a little bit. It's our best plan ever. Verizon is going ultra, so you can too. Hey, when feels good. You know what feels better? Better than the way. I mean, look, I get Tannehill's not the greatest at it, but I also don't think he's the worst. Like, I personally think a lot of fans, and I'm not saying you necessarily, but I think a lot of fans go overboard when they shit on Tannehill for his pocket presence. Like, I'm not even saying he's great at it or like anything like that. So don't get me wrong. Like, I get it. Like, but I think people go a little overboard. So, like the Tannehill haters, right? Like, I think they, because they don't like him and they just like go in. Anyway, I don't know. I like Tannehill. I am a Tannehill fan. I am rooting for him. And so it is what it is. But like I said, though, I'm always going to keep it objective, though, man. And he, so far in this game, he's got to play better. But then again, so do, his receivers can't be dropping balls like what just happened, because if his receiver would have caught that ball and didn't bobble the shit out of it, he might have been able to even if he didn't pick up a first down, it would have been like, 4 or 5 yards maybe at most, and to pick up a first down. So it would have been a lot easier on the next play. But he probably could have picked up a first down and kept that drive going. So, he's also got to get help from the people around him. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Bengals up from their own, 12-ish? I can't see the marker. Yeah, 12. And nothing there on first down. They stuff him for no gain. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Looks like probably about a no gainer. Half a yard, maybe they say at most. All right, so let's see what. They gave him a yard, so 2nd and 9. So officially. Oh. Oh, Chase with the big play. Down to about the 30-ish of the Titans. Woo! Who was that defender? Because that motherfucker completely whiffed on his tackle, and that's what let that happen. Oh, Fulton. It was Fulton. I couldn't see the jersey, the name, and I didn't see the number either. Although not that I would necessarily know the number. I don't know the Titans roster that well. But Fulton, man, whiffed on that. They get down to the 30, so Bengals in this, man. Let's see if the Titans can hold them again to at least a field goal, if not. So they pitch it. They pitch it again. Chase around the side, and they corral him for about 2 yards. Not much doing there. Tried a little bit of like a little bit of trickery. Yeah, big catch or a short catch, huge run. At least time. Yeah, I mean, like, I am a Tannehill fan, but I am objective about it. Like, I understand his flaws and stuff. All right, 2nd and 8, bringing pressure, and they sack Joe Burrow. So to about the 35-yard line. So Tennessee defense is holding through, man. Yeah, I mean, that Tennessee defense, bro, they're nothing to scoff at. Third and 14 now. Tennessee's got to get off the field, man. I mean, it would be a long field goal from here. They get about 5 or 6, so it's going to be 4th and like 8. So I would assume they're going to go for a field goal here to make it 6. Yeah, look though, I'm gonna say if the Titans don't go put up some points here soon, they can let this game get out of hand, right? Because right now, so they're gonna hold them maybe to another field goal, so that's gonna be 6-0. It's a 45-yard attempt. We'll see if it's good on 4th and 7. But if the Tennessee offense doesn't get some shit together, and it's good, so it's 6-0. Tennessee offense has to get some shit together if they want to keep themselves in the game. They're obviously not anywhere close to being out of it yet, but they got to have more success on this next drive, and they got to go put up some points. They at least got to get a field goal and make it 6-3, right? Like at a minimum. Obviously, they're going to be looking for the touchdown to take the lead, and then let their defense kind of tee off a bit, but they got to score some points first. Either way, and I mean the defense is doing their job. It's not like Joe Burrow, I mean, aside from that big play right there to Chase, it's not like Joe Burrow and the Bengals have done a lot either, right, on offense so far. So it has, for the most part, been a pretty defensive heavy game. And we'll just see how this plays out. Sorry, I'm just trying to take care of a couple things.
here, but their team is down 6-0. Cincinnati with a pair of field goals. And McPherson kicking it off.
All right, so they kick it off. Tennessee's about to get it. It goes out of the back of the end zone this time. And so it's going to come out to the 25. I actually didn't make a score prediction. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird making a score prediction now, now that we've kind of seen like some of the game, because I didn't actually make a score prediction, but let's say, I don't know, probably something similar to that. Maybe like 28-24 or something like that. I don't know. So on first down, they get maybe about a yard with that run.
You guys touched on it. The Bengals thin at that defensive tackle position. Josh Tupou coming off that knee injury. He's currently on the sideline, opposite end on the bench, looking like he's not heading into this game. I touched base with the Bengals. They said there's no injury designation right now, but he's not part of the rotation, so they're down to 4. They activated.
Oh, the Bengals had an injury, apparently. They're just talking about. I think it was one of their defensive linemen or something. Anyway, Tannehill gets it off. Who's that? Jones gets it to the 40. He wouldn't have, though, if Derrick Henry didn't pick up that blitz, bro, or whoever it was. It wasn't Henry. I think it was because there was a blitz coming on Tannehill's blind side. I'm not going to be streaming for the 49ers Packers game tonight, although I will be watching it. Oh, was it one of their linebackers, Wilson? I will watch it, but I'm going to be watching it, but I'm not going to be streaming. Tannehill drops back, deep shot, and it was a little overthrown for Brown. So 2nd and 10, they were trying to deep shot on first down. Just a little too far for Brown. But I will be doing a stream tomorrow for the Bills Chiefs game. All right, so 2nd and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Let's see what Tennessee's able to do. Can they get something going? Quick screen out, or quick wide receiver screen that only ends up getting about 3 yards at the end of it. Oh no, Wilson's on the field, so it wasn't Wilson. I don't know who the injury was. I think it was either a defensive lineman or a linebacker for the Bengals. I think. But who knows? I could be wrong. It could have been someone in the secondary. Anyway, 3rd and 7. Titans need to pick this up somehow if they're going to fucking. Both teams are. Titans are 0-2. Bengals are 0-3 on 3rd down. So neither team has converted a 3rd down yet. This is 3rd and 7. So obviously 3rd and kind of long. Tannehill's dropping back. Gets out of the fucking. He evaded some pressure there. Rolling out. And he's going to end up running. Doesn't get enough. He's going to be about 2 yards short. But hey, he did what he could, man. Showing a little toughness there, though, too. So, we'll see if it has been a defensive heavy game so far. Definitely has been a very defensive heavy game so far. What do I got going? Like I said, I am going to be watching the 49ers Packers game because I want to see, you know, do the Packers win and knock the 49ers out and stop the drop of our pick? And I also want to see how, Mike McDaniel gets that offense performing against the Packers. So there are, a couple different things that I'm going to be looking for in this game. I am going to be watching it, but other than that, I have to work out at some point tonight. I got to get in a workout. That'll be after the second game, though. During the second game is when I'm probably going to be, grubbing out. I'm probably going to get some food during the second game. And part of the reason why I'm not going to be doing a live stream for it, because I don't want to be like pigging out on stream or whatever. And also because that will be like 8 hours straight. And I'm not opposed to doing that at some point, but I'm not going to do that today. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, but that's going to be the majority of my day. And then, I have some other like little stuff to do too, but
yards of offense in that opening quarter for Cincinnati, just 37 for Tennessee. Defense has been the storyline so far, Trey.
Yep, it's definitely been a defensive heavy game. So Tennessee's going to punt on 4th and 2, just shy of midfield. So it's going to be at about the 12-yard line for the Bengals to start on this next drive. Let's see how the rest of this plays out, man. All right, I am going to munch on this apple, though. So they hand the ball off, get about 4 yards on first down. So it's going to be about 2nd and 6, I would say, roughly. That was a first down run to Mixon, picked up 4 yards, 2nd and 6. From their own 26 or 16-yard line, drops back to pass. Nearly picked off, incomplete, going to Chase. Jenkins nearly gets the interception. Yeah, bro. If Jenkins would have got that, it goes right in and out of his arm. He might have even been able to take that back for the fucking pick 6 if he would have caught that. Give his team the lead. Anyway, 3rd and 6 from their own 16-yard line. Empty backfield, but now Chris Evans motions into the backfield. Play clock runs out. Burrow gets sacked and hit hard. Oh, they say Cincinnati got the timeout off before. Man, but that was not nice. That's a very hearty oatmeal there for you, huh? I like it. I'm not a huge oatmeal fan, but I dig it every now and again. All right, so Bengals got the timeout off. They're lucky that they got that off because That was a big sack. If they would have let it play out, although the play clock did run down. Drops back. That's a first down and a pretty decent gain. Who is that? Higgins to Higgins. I don't know the numbers of any of these players on these teams. That gets him to the 36-yard line. So Bengals moving here a little bit. First and 10 from their own 36-yard line. They pitch it, and that gets dumped for about 4 or 5 yard loss. David Long, man. See, and the pick that we gave the Titans in the trade with for Tannehill, they picked up David Long, and David Long has been really good for them as a late round pick. When is my anniversary date? I actually don't know off the top of my head. It's in the back end of the year, though. I started in my channel in 2018. They run again. That gets dumped for no gain at best. So it's going to be 3rd and 13 now because it was just 2nd and 13. So no gainer officially. Now it's 3rd and 13 for the Bengals. Can the Titans get off the field or can the Bengals pick it up? 3rd and 13 from their own 33-yard line. Dropping back. Got a little bit of time. Just ends up dumping it off. And they corral. Who's that? Uzama? Definitely short of a first down. Yep, it was Uzama. Picks up a handful of yards, but not anywhere close. I think somebody subbed to me last night, or somebody definitely subscribed because I went from 473 to 474. So as long as I'm still at 474, then yes. Saints and Raiders on the same channel. Interesting. And so he's going to return this one. Doesn't get much. Picks up a few yards on the return. There's a flag. It looks like it might be on the Titans, so it might back up a little bit. Or actually, I don't know that. I can't tell which way they're pointing. Okay, it was. Or I mean, it was on the Titans. Holding. That's interesting. That's interesting that a Saints and Raiders, like, do they do shows together at the same time, or do they do shows independently but just save the or on the same channel? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Don't pay any attention to me.
Your resume was more than a resume.
My dad was poking in.
What if it could adapt and improve?
Anyway,
created opportunities that let you be seen, heard, even help get your foot in the door. And in
Resume never stops working for you.
Here's my dad.
My fingers and I do this to make a living. We're too busy to do taxes. I love doing taxes for self-employed people.
So there was, 11-17 in the second quarter.
You do your thing. We've got your taxes. Into it. TurboTax Live.
Come on, Tennessee. A Tennessee offense needs to start clicking. They've had some decent moments. They need to string those moments together. Oh, no. Got to tighten my thing. There we go. No, my... It usually is my cat, but my dad was poking in right there. All right. So what is that? Looks like they're around the 15-yard line. Woo! Bob Fisher! Control room guy. Get it. Get it. Hey, man. So 16-yard line. Yeah, those the camera crew, all these guys behind the scenes, man, they don't get enough love. Tannehill dropping back. Deep shot. Oh! Brown, baby. Deep shot down to about the 40-yard line, close to the 40. There we go. Woo! There we go. Oh, shook him. Shook him. A.J. Brown shook him on that break. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Tannehill took a bit of a shot. So at the 43-yard line of the Bengals, they hand the ball off. Henry picks up about 4 yards-ish. Excuse me. Tannehill's a little gimpy coming off. Looked like he walked it off, though. 2nd and 7, so 3 officially on that first down run by Henry. 10:06 left to go. They give it to Henry again, and he picks up about 4-ish. So 3rd and 3. Third and 3. Let's see if they can convert this. Can they be the first team to convert a third down? 3rd and 3. Tannehill out of the shotgun from the Bengals 36-yard line, dropping back, gets it out quick, and Hilliard's going to get enough for a first down. Just enough. The tackler, whoever was the defender, did a good job making sure to get the tackle, but Hilliard did a little spin move. Spin move. And he spins. Hi, baby. All right. So from the 33-yard line, 1st and 10, Titans. They're moving down the field. They hand it to Henry. Breaking tackles. Picks up about 5 or 6 at the end of it. Broke it to the outside. Titans offense starting to gain a little steam here. Come on, baby. So 6 yards officially, 2nd and 4. Fake the handoff to Henry this time. Tannehill gets it out. Who is that? Jones? Inside the 20. Titans are moving. Inside the 15. At the 14-yard line, 1st and 10. Fake the handoff again. Dumps it to, making motherfuckers miss is Brown. Picks up about 9 yards. Just a little short of 1st down, it looks like. 8 yards officially. Here we go, man. Titans, and they're one of the best red zone offenses in the league. 2nd and 2. Come on, baby. Brown's in motion. 2nd and 2. They give it to Henry. Henry's going to pick up the 1st down. He looks like he's about to the 2, maybe 3-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal from about the 2 or 3. Come on, baby. Punch that shit in. Tie the game and then, get the extra point for the lead. Titans offense starting to open up a little bit. Tannehill, Henry out of the Wildcat, and that's going to be a tutty. Woo! There it is. There it is. There it is. All right, 6-6 game, baby. There it is. There it is. Gotta take my vitamins. 6:07 left to go in the half. There's flags on the extra point. It's interesting. 12 men on. Oh, it's 12 men on Cincinnati, so. Just kick the extra point, bro. Take the lead. I would just take the extra point. That's me. They could accept the penalty. I would accept the penalty either way. Make it easier for your kicker. But don't go for the 2 points, in my opinion. So they are going for 2 points. I mean, it's not a terrible decision, I guess, because it is a tie game right now, and your defense has been playing really well. But, like, I personally, at this point in the game, I would take the safe bet, and I would just take the lead with the extra point. I would accept the penalty and move it up, so you still make it a little easier, but whatever. Not my decision, so. And worst case scenario, even if you don't get it right, it's but so from the 1 yard line, 1 yard line, 2-point conversion attempt here. They give it to Henry. That's super close, bro. It looked like he was stopped a little bit short. It looked like it was stopped a little bit short. Yeah, it looked like it was a little short.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Original stuffed crust just $12.99. Only from Pizza Hut. No one on Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I would have kicked the extra point. That's just me.
Just different kinds. Maybe you need a little. Maybe you need a lot. At H&R Block,
I don't have any specific dance, dude.
online and in person.
I do like to dance, though. But yeah, so 6-6 game. They fail to get the 2-point conversion.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
Next question. Archie, this your first meeting with Caesar?
Excuse me.
We met in Miami in 2007. The helmet catch. Right, you know?
Actually, that was 2008 in Phoenix. Miami was Peyton's first Super Bowl.
Also great, but not as great as the helmet catch. I would have hit with the numbers, probably. Who cares? Who cares? We're all Caesars. Am I right? Even Cooper. He's my favorite. Nice. We're all Caesars, and the mayonnaise are also Caesars.
Up top. Close it up.
Watch every episode of TV's #1 new comedy. Ghosts.
You know, it's funny when I watch these when I watch these games, these games are the only thing that I watch on TV. Obviously, I'm not watching it on live cable TV. I'm watching it on my, streaming site, but they have the commercials, right? Like the live TV commercials. So I see these commercials for all these TV shows that I don't watch ever. But honestly, I've never been a big TV show kind of guy. Like I have a couple shows, like I really liked Game of Thrones. I liked the original NCIS, like the first 10 seasons of it.
Some extra yards on a third down to kick a field goal here. Penalties on an extra point. Tennessee lines it up at the one.
Yeah.
They come up short on the 2-point try.
All right. Tennessee's kicking off. 6:07 left to go in the half. Bengals will get it off after halftime. Keep in mind, right? So, a 6-6 game. I never really watched The Walking Dead. No. Honestly, most shows I don't really get into. Anyway, 1st and 10 from their own 25. It was a touchback. So fake the handoff, pressure on Burrow, and he gets sacked. Or no, wait. Was it a sack? Did he get rid of the ball? Oh, he went to throw it, and it got batted at the line of scrimmage before he got hit. Okay, I see. I was going to say, because he got hit and went to the ground, but I couldn't tell if he threw the ball first, but he did. So it got batted. So 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. Dropping back, gets it out quick, picks up about 6 or 7. Ball came out, though. He was ruled down. Who is that, Boyd? So it's going to be 3rd and pretty short, though. It's going to be like a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, maybe. Under 5:30 left to go in the half, so 3rd and 4 officially. Can the Bengals pick this up and get their second 3rd down conversion? They're 1 of 5. Oh, Bengals call a timeout. So that's their second. 30-second timeout.
Well, then how come this entire time we've been calling it the Patrick Price?
I've literally never called it that.
You caught the Rogers rate, which is cool. But it's a pretty inaccurate name when Stevie gets it too.
We offer great rates to fit anyone's budget.
These commercials are so stupid. These State Farm commercials. They're pretty funny, though.
Surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Call or
With
text
Mahomes and Rodgers and shit. All right, so here we go. 5:16 left to go in the half. 3rd and 4 from their own 31-yard line. Tie game, 6-6. Dropping back. Gets it out quick, and it's going to be a first down to Uzama. Picks up about 7-8 yards-ish. 7 yards, and officially, and it's a first down. So they are still alive on this drive. First and 10 from their own 38-yard line now. Burrow out of the from under center. That's a run play that goes nowhere. Gets maybe a half a yard at most. Let's see who gets the better of who on this drive. Can the Titans get a stop? Or can the Burrow and the Bengals drive down and pick up some points? Take the lead back. Play clock running down. Just barely gets it off. That's going to be Higgins for about 13, so it is going to pick up another first down. Bengals are moving.
Sometimes as a young quarterback, you get a big play call, you're like, I'm going to throw it. I finally got a big play call, I'm going to go ahead and take a chance at it.
All right, 1st and 10. First and 10 from Tennessee side of the field. It's a screen. Gets about 3 or 4 yards, maybe. Not a lot there, but they are on Tennessee side of the field. Trying to at least, they're not quite in field goal range yet, but they're trying to get there. They're getting close. Under 3 minutes and a half at the Tennessee 42.5-yard line. 2nd and 6. They pick up a first down. They'll be on the edge of field goal range. Dropping back to pass. Oh, and Higgins for about, he fumbled the ball, but goes to Chase and he picks it up. So it's going to remain a pretty nice chunky yardage. It's going to be, so they're in field goal range. It's going to be what, about 15, 20-ish yards? I mean, he probably would have been down by contact, I think, either way. Higgins on that, because it looked like the ball came out. So 2-minute warning. I don't know. It looked like he was down by contact to me, honestly. Tie game still 6-6. Bengals are in field goal range, though, so. The Titans are not only one of the best red zone offenses, but they're also one of the best red zone defenses in the league. So been a very defensive game in the first half. My guess, though, is the second half it will start to open up a little bit more as the defenses, get tired. Amber Lamps. But it's been a solid game. I mean, it's been low scoring, or whatever. You'd like to see a little bit more excitement there, but there have been some big plays sprinkled in, so it's been all right. It's been better than the past 2 games that I streamed for, so. And it's competitive, like no, not one team is blowing the other team out. Word. Sounds good. Expertly.
This expert play is brought to you by Intuit TurboTax Live. TurboTax Live experts will help you get your maximum refund, no matter your tax situation.
Right.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the new film from director Michael Bay, Ambulance, in theaters April 8th.
Oh, that was a movie trailer? Interesting. All right, 2 minutes left. They're in field goal range already. Which team comes up? Do the Titans hold them to another field goal attempt? Or can the Bengals actually get down and get a touchdown? 1st and 10 from the 20.5-yard line, just outside of fucking pressure coming, and they get Burrow for a half-yard gain. So not really much there. They had some pressure. Straight out of Cashville. Second and 10, so they say no gain officially. Although it looked like he picked up about a half a yard to me. Yeah, I mean, that's where the ball was spotted. So at the 20-yard line, 2nd and 10. Fake the handoff. A little screen that gets basically nothing. Maybe about another half yard. So Bengals having a hard time when they get down into the red zone. But I'm rooting for a Titans stop here. Titans get this fucking stop, baby. I mean, the Bengals will theoretically take the lead, though, either way, because they're in field goal range. So even if the Titans do get a stop, it'll most likely be the highest probability outcome will be a field goal attempt with the Bengals taking a 9-6 lead, and then they will get the ball after half. And there's only 1:47 left to go in this half, so that looks like a false start on the Bengals. So that's going to back them up 5 yards. Yep. There was just a little bit of a flinch by their right tackle. 3rd and 14. So now they're at the 24-yard line. 3rd and 14. Some pressure on Burrow and big sack. Big sack might have knocked him out of field goal range. Or it's going to be a long one. It's going to be a long one. Vrabel stopped the clock. He used a timeout. Burrow goes down. Woo! Come on, baby. Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm rooting for the Titans today. Jeffrey Simmons with the sack. 4th and 26 now. Dropped him back past the 35-yard line, it looked like. Closer to 40, I think. Let me see. It's going to be a 54-yard attempt. If he misses this, then the Titans will get the ball right there. Good field position with 1:40 left to go in the half. Yeah, so it's about the 36-yard line. 54-yard attempt to take the lead. Can he do it? And it looks good. Yeah, perfect. He takes the lead, 9-6. All right, and the Titans will have about 1:40 left to go to see if they can do something with it. So Bengals do get the lead back, 9-6, and they will get the ball after half. Of course, they're going to go to a commercial break, though, so lovely. That's lovely. Hey, it's been a good game, though, overall, man. And I think it will open up a little bit offensively in the second half as the defenses do get tired. But I think it's been a pretty solid game, even though it hasn't been high scoring or anything like that. I think it's been a pretty good game. It's certainly better than the last 2 games that I streamed for. So the KC Pittsburgh game was boring as shit. So was the Patriots Bills game. They ended up being very one-sided, not very competitive. What's going on, bruh? How you doing, man? Chilling, man, watching this game. Key in the building. Oh, I appreciate you, my dude. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, man. Just having a good football Saturday, huh? Watching some divisional round.
One tool that helps you choose, change, and master your style. King C Gillette.
This is a planning effect from Fidelity. Ben isn't worried about retirement because his plan is backed
I
by
mean,
Fidelity. A group of investment professionals manages Ben's
it's been a tight one.
analyzing market conditions and helping him stay on
It's
target.
been competitive, though. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, both teams,
He can adjust his plan
you know,
whenever he needs to.
are playing each other well.
Retirement, Ben is feeling totally zen. That's the plan.
It's been a pretty defensive-heavy game overall. Offenses have done a little bit here and there. I think it will open up a bit.
He won't stop till he gets what he wants.
Cincinnati in front, 9-6 over the Tennessee Titans. That turnover battle, which is always such a key statistic. 1 turnover, it happened on the first play from scrimmage from the Tennessee Titans.
Whoa. What? That's wild, bruh.
5 sacks for the defense, the most in the first.
All right, so they're going to have 1:35 left to go in the half. They're going to get a return, so it's going to take a little off the clock. Going to get to about the 26-yard line, so not much better than if it was a touchback. But that's where the Titans will have a shot to get some points. Nice. Hell yeah, man. It's a it's a hard platform to gain traction on. I mean, I suppose really any platform is, but Tannehill dropping back. Looked like Brown fell down, slipped, so wasn't in place for Tannehill. Ends up being an incomplete pass. Minute 26 left to go in the half. Going to be 2nd and 10. Yeah, they were the most injured team in the league, the Titans, this year. Minute 26, 2nd and 10. Tannehill dropping back. Got some time. Breaks out. And the receiver dropped it. It was tight coverage, but Ferkser, he should have been able to get that, I think. Let's see if they show the replay. The quick look at it, the bang-bang play, or the bang-bang looked like he could have secured it, but 3rd and 10 now. Nice. Yeah, I'll give you a check and give you a sub. Tannehill in the pocket. He has to break out. He's going to run for it. Gets about 9. Let's see what they do. Can you let me see. Cincinnati takes a timeout. Their last timeout. It's going to be 4th and short. Looks like the Titans are just going to play it safe and punt, though. Let's do this. There we go.
So I don't want to take it back, but I don't want to mislead the public. I don't want to mislead. No, it's all coming out. There's other games that they don't know about. You want to tune in.
Cool. I hit you back. I appreciate you.
Trust me. 156 yards of offense for Cincinnati, 130.
Nice.
For the Tennessee Titans, and another punt here for Curran.
Nice. Yeah, I gave you a sub back. All right, so 4th and 1, and they are going to punt the ball. It's going to be about a minute to go. Minute 2 left on the clock. And the Bengals will have the ball. They obviously will be getting the ball after half too, so Bengals with a 9-6 lead, getting ready to go into half. And of course, though, we get more. Why not just fucking play the last minute, dude? God, why do we got to go to more commercials when we're going to have like 30 or 45 seconds or whatever it is, a minute of commercials? Then we're going to have a minute. We might even have more than a minute's worth of commercials. And then we'll go back for the last minute of the first half to then go back to fucking commercials. Technically, it would be the halftime show. And since I'm on my stream, it'll probably be Cat Jam. But, like, come on. Man. Like, let's finish out the half, bruh.
Get more done. If sweat is your body's natural way of cooling itself down, then condensation is a beer's natural way of saying, drink me. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
How about sushi?
I just had sushi for lunch yesterday. Indian?
Sorry, I'm just kind of perusing Twitter a little bit while we on break here from the game, so we can wait to watch the last 1 minute of the half.
Automatic emergency braking. One of 6 advanced safety features standard on every 2022 Chevy Equinox. Find new technology. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
Hey! She's never mentioned it. Well, she's never mentioned you either.
you crying?
It hurts so bad. I love this little guy. He's got so much heart. We are literally the same size. A new United States of A. Thursday.
Here's see another TV show that I don't watch. All right, here we go, baby. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. 1:02 left to go in the half. From their own 18-yard line, dropping back to pass. Pressure quick. He ends up dumping it off. Picks up about 4 maybe to mix in. Gets out of bounds, though, so it stops the clock with 56 seconds left to go.
Chase has had a big play, but that was just on a hit. He converted from a 4-yard catch into a 57-yard gain.
2nd and 6 from their own 23-yard line now. Dropping back to pass. Gets it out. Oh. Incomplete, though. Higgins should have had that. I thought he was going to have that for like 15 yards, but ended up dropping it going out of bounds. I mean, he had it. Oh, I see. The defender did punch it. So good on, who's that, Jenkins? Yeah, good on fucking Jackrabbit Jenkins for punching that out. So 3rd and 6. That saved a first down pickup and a pickup of like 15 yards. Oh, man, they're showing blitz the Titans defense is. Play clock gets down, just gets it off. That's going to be a first down. Clock's going to keep running, though, because it was inbounds and stuff. So 36 seconds. They're at their 33-yard line now. So decent little pickup. Nothing huge, but this one's dumped off. Oh, it's going to be a first down. He fights for the first down, but they keep him inbounds. Clock is running. Under 20 seconds left to go. 1st and 10. They clock the ball. 13 seconds left to go. 2nd and 10. Any more streams today for me? No. I'm gonna be streaming this game, and then I will be doing a stream tomorrow for the KC Bills game, though, for the Kansas City and Buffalo game. So 13 seconds. They still have a little ways to go before they get into field goal range. Not much time, obviously, but they still got like 20, 30-ish yards to go. Dropping back, taking a shot, taking a deep one. Oh, he hasn't thrown it yet. Chasing him around, and he just throws it away. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. 4 seconds left to go in the half.
Well, it took a lot of time because the Titans decided to rush only 2 and drop 9 into coverage. So they were pretty set on not allowing anything near the boundary.
Yeah, no, that was good. They only rushed 2 guys. That's fine, bro. Because they were trying to go deep anyway. You could see it. And they do need at least like 25 yards to even get into field goal range. I mean, they're still at their own 44-yard line. So 3rd and 10, clock's running down. Looks like they just got it off. And they do get to about the 22-yard line, but the clock runs out. Halftime ensues. 9-6 with the Bengals lead, and they do get the ball after half. So, tight game. It's been a good game, though. It's low scoring, so not a lot of, like, offensive fireworks and stuff, but it's been a good game, man. All right. I will be right back, though. Give me just a minute, because we are at halftime. Stretch my legs a little bit. Oh yeah, I can tell you what though, man. When this game is over, I am gonna be ready to fucking grub out. I'm hungry. Yep, halftime 9-6 Bengals lead for right now. I do think the Titans are gonna pull this one out, man. But credit to the Bengals. They played a good game. And honestly, the difference as of right now is the interception that Tannehill threw to start the game that gave them their first field goal, right? Like, if it wasn't for that, then they would be tied right now, 6-6. But the Titans defense has done their part for, pretty much the entire game. Obviously, only held them to field goals. The Titans are the only one with a touchdown right now. I actually might even grab a little snacky snack because I am already hungry, and I'm actually about to do a little off-screen dabby. Yeah, I think it's going to be Titans Bills next week, man. And then I'm definitely going to be rooting for the Titans next week to beat the Bills. Little cat jam going on. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to get a little snacky snack though, because I am getting hungry. Little snacky snack. But I'll do my dab first. I mean, we'll see, man. Bengals do get the ball to start the second half with a 3-point lead. Guess question is like which offense is going to break through to do just enough. Yeah, like I said though, I'm glad that it's been a more competitive and fun to watch game than the last two. Even if it has been low scoring, like I'm all right with that. Cuz like I'm not one of those people that like I'm not one of those people that focuses so much on the offense that I feel like for it to be a good game, I have to see a lot of like explosive plays and stuff. I mean, there've been, a couple explosive plays. There's, been some moments. And like I said, I do think it'll open up a little bit more in the second half once these teams make their adjustments and as the defenses, kind of start to tire out a little bit and stuff. But the fact that it's been, a close, tight game the entire time. Both of these teams are battling. It's a gritty playoff game. I like it. And it was definitely, been better than fucking last two that I watched. So the wild card games I did last week were not very good, in my opinion. So let's see if Hopefully tomorrow's game, KC and Buffalo, is going to be good too. I think it will be. That one I think will be more high scoring. I think you'll see the Bills. I think you'll see the Bills and the yeah, I mean, I like high scoring games. Don't get me wrong, it's fun. But I think you'll see the Chiefs Bills game be more points scored. That would be my guess. I need some water. There we go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da. I would actually be a little surprised, even though Buffalo's defense is really good. And KC's defense is solid. But I think those offenses, man, they're gonna both of those offenses will produce points. But yeah, something like that. I think that's about right. I think it. You know, I think both teams will probably get into the 30s, and it'll probably even be a tight game. That's what I would like to see, honestly, especially tomorrow, because like tomorrow, I would expect those offenses to be a little bit more potent. Alrighty. Yeah, and I guess let's say this game will probably either end like, you know, something like it is now, 9-6. It could end just like this. There's a chance neither team will score any more points. Although I doubt that. I think it likely will end up being something like a 24-21 or a 28-24 or whatever kind of score to end it. So we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm ready for it, though, bro. I'm ready for this second half. 15-minute halftime show and shit. And it's like, but it's funny, though, because they don't really have anything else to talk about other than this game, right? Because it's the first game of the week. There's really, you know, no other games have been played yet. They can, you know, like they can preview the game, the 49ers and Green Bay game a little bit, right? They could do a little bit of a preview of that. They could look at, you know, the play, and I'm sure they're doing this. I don't have it up, but you know, they can look at the playoff situation and the scenarios. If, you know, if Tennessee wins, what's it gonna look like? If the Bengals win, what's it gonna look like, right? So I'm sure they're doing all that while also discussing this game a bit as well. I'm ready though, man. Come on. Let's get it. I mean, I think the Packers stand a really good chance to make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, there are still some other tough teams though. Like, I do think the Packers are going to beat the 49ers today. I would be surprised if the 49ers could pull out the upset this week. Like, I would be actually like really surprised. I mean, I guess not really surprised. Their defense is pretty solid, and that offense I think is underrated a bit. Um, but yeah, I would think the Packers are going to win tonight, though. I mean, that's who I picked. I picked the Packers to win. Obviously, we hope that that's the case, because if the 49ers do manage to get the upset, that drops our pick even further. That means they'd be going to the conference championship. And the best we could hope for is either 29 or 30th overall. That would not be good. Especially, too, because, like, if they would have lost in the wild card round, I actually would feel okay from what I've been seeing about how the draft could potentially unfold, at least the early, looks at it. Looks like, somewhere between 19 and 24, we probably could have got Breece Hall. That's my number one want for this upcoming draft is Breece Hall, but that is also dependent on them, actually addressing the offensive line properly in the offseason and I would bring in 2, if not 3 veterans. That doesn't mean like like both of them or all 3 of them have to be like high paid guys, but I would definitely get like at least one tackle, that you probably dump some fucking cash into. Then, I would get 2 tackles though, and then maybe even a center as well. But anyway, we are getting ready to come back. So Cincinnati does have a 9-6 lead and about to receive the ball to start the second half. So let's see how this plays out, man. This game still can go either way. And like I said, bro, I can definitely see, it going either way. Both of these teams are good, man. All right, so they are going to return it, the Bengals. Gets a decent return. So almost to the 35-yard line. Bengals are going to have okay starting field position. Better than if it would have been a touchback. All right, so 1st and 10 from about the 35. That's where they marked them, the 35-yard line. So it ends up being a short dump off. Does pick up about 6 or 7, though. Ends up dumping it off to Mixon. The pocket was starting to collapse around Burrow. Sorry, I guess. I don't know what to tell you, my dude. It's just who I am, bro. Second and 3 from their own 42-yard line. They hand the ball off. Ooh, it's going to be just short. It looked like it would have been a first down, but Mixon ended up running into his own guy for like a half a second, which helped to keep him from the first down. So officially it's a 3rd and 1, but I think it's a little shorter than that. It looked like it was probably like maybe a foot or something like that. Higgins? Yeah, I mean, like, I don't go out of my way to curse or anything, but if people can't handle some curse words, I don't know what to tell you, man. So they get it out to the outside. Higgins with the first down and a decent gainer, but he does step out, they say. After, I don't know what the official pickup is going to be, though. Right. Yep, there, he's out. Definitely on the chalk, but it is a first down, and they are on the Titans side of the field at the 44-yard line. So Bengals are moving the ball here a bit. They hand the ball off on first down. Picks up about 5-ish. So a decent run on first down. Keeping them ahead of the chains anyway, right? Second and 4. Yeah, I mean, I'm just a raw, passionate person, bro. So, and I think people are way too sensitive over curse words. Like, I'm not going to, like, go into it or whatever. But anyway, they run the ball again. Decent run, picks up first down inside the 30. About the 29, 28-yard line. Good drive for the Bengals to start the second half. Hey, man, they're playing hard. And if they do win this game, they certainly will earn it. They are a good team. Good young team, man. First and 10 from the Titans 28-yard line. And Burrow gets sacked again. That's 6 sacks today. Simmons on that one. Second and 16. So let's see if the Titans are able to hold again. They do have one of the best. They do have one of the best reds, or they're not technically in the red zone yet, but Uzama with a hard run, man, ends up picking up most of that back. So it's going to be a third and manageable. There's an injured Titan. Is that Long? I think that's Long. I think it's David Long. That sucks if he... Hopefully it's nothing serious. And so they're going to take a small injury break to be a life coach. I mean, the funny thing about that is I actually, like, I know the world and I know life really well. I've experienced a lot of it. And I do think that I have about as realistic evaluation and outlook of almost anything, because of my approach. I'm a very just like logic-based, fact, data-driven. So like, yeah, I think, and I actually have always been pretty good at like giving people advice. Like, I wasn't a very popular kid when I was younger, when I was a kid, but I had my small group of friends, and like I was always like the mediator between my friends because I was always good at handling that kind of stuff, and figuring out what the amicable resolution is. I like efficiency, so I just try and do what's the most efficient for the most amount of people. I try and be unbiased and shit. So like, I'm good at that stuff, but nobody ever wants to fucking listen to it. That's for sure. A baryonyx. I don't even know what that is. Is it a cat? It sounds like a cat. It sounds like a feline.
Evolve your journey beyond the pump in the first ever Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EV.
You stop that. Come on, Tennessee. Third and 5 from the Titans. Was that 23-yard line? Yeah, David Long went off to the field, off to the sideline, and the blue medical tent. Oh, pocket collapses. Burrow manages to run for it though and get the first down. He actually got away from that one. The first sack that he managed to actually get away from. Good on him though, right? Fucking in those moments, bro. In those moments, you gotta come through. You got the lead right now, 9-6. Third down, at least just fucking pick up the first down, and he manages to get it. So good on him. Baryonyx. I'll look it up. So at the 16-yard line of the Titans, 1st and 10. Let's see if they can go up by a touchdown, man. Or if the Titans can hold them. And that's a touchdown run for Mixon. There you go. Hey, man. There you go. Bengals are doing a good job today. He did the Derrick Henry and broke it back out. He did the same thing Henry did on his touchdown run. It wasn't open, or there was no run lane at first. He bounces it out to the outside. Good job, Bengals. Hey, man, they're earning this so far. Extra point's going to be good, so it's going to be 16-6. Ah. Good for them, man.
So at AT&T, everyone gets our best deals. Aren't others doing that? Others say that, but not everyone gets the best deal. Like, what if I give you a lollipop?
No, I mean, he's, Henry's had an okay day, but the Bengals defense has done a pretty good job at containing him. And I mean, obviously he's missed a lot of time, so realistically there's going to be some rust to knock off. But I think Henry's done an all right job. The Titans offense just needs to they just need to do better as a whole, honestly. That's everybody. That includes Tannehill. That includes whoever, I can't remember the wide receiver that dropped that pass. Was it a couple of them? Ferkser dropped one. There was another guy who dropped one. I can't remember who the receiver was, but anyway, he was wide open, could have picked up a first down. I think it was on the second drive of theirs. So yeah, I mean, that's one of the potential downsides of having that week off though, too, as a team. I mean, it's good for the rest for sure, but you get that break and sometimes you come back a little rusty. Now, when it comes to Henry in particular, obviously he's been out for weeks and weeks and weeks. But either way, though, like I said, man, I mean, they got to play better if they want to win this game. So they're not out of it yet, but if they don't get some points, realistically, they need to go get a touchdown and, take it back close. Because look, at this point in the game, if they don't go down and score some points, the Titans, the Bengals are good enough on offense for sure, especially with the Titans defense, getting more and more tired as the game goes on with Chase and Mixon and Boyd, Higgins, Uzama. they got guys, man. And that, they got guys. Now, Burrow's been sacked 6 times, so his offensive line probably needs to give him a little bit more help, but they can't let the game get away from them. It's been a good game, though. I would like to see, even if Tennessee does end up losing, I would like to see them at least go down and fucking keep it competitive, right? Like, I want to see whoever ends up winning this game. I don't, I'm rooting for the Titans right now for sure, but either way, I'm not going to be like crushed if the Titans lose, and I'll congratulate the Bengals on their hard fought, well earned kind of win. But either way, I just want to see it competitive. So 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Browns in motion. They give it to Henry. And that's going to be a good run for Henry that gets close to the first down marker. So that's a good start for the Titans. 9:17 left to go in the third quarter. So it's going to be 2nd and 1. Come on, Tennessee. Keep this shit competitive at the very least. 2nd and 1. They give it to Henry again, who picks up a little bit more than what's needed for the first down. Picks up about 4 yards, 4 yards. Look like about 4 yards. So it's going to be a first down. Yeah, Henry looks all right. I think the Bengals defense has just done a decent job. Let's see. I mean, he's got 12 rushes for 42 yards and the touchdown. He's been in on 17 snaps. Those are the official numbers as of right now. So I think he's done a decent job. And, bro, he could end up breaking one anytime. They give it to him again, and that's going to be another 9 yards. Yeah, so that's another 9 yards. So Tennessee doing well here. So it's going to be 2nd and 1 here. Another 2nd and super short. They are now at their own 46-yard line right about. Foreman now in the backfield giving Henry a spell. Tannehill under center. Gives it to Foreman. Oh, there you go. Oh, still up. Going inside the 30, inside the 20, inside the 10. There you go. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and see, and that's the thing, bro, is like Foreman and Hilliard, they're not bad. Like, that's the thing, bro. Like, if you give Derrick Henry a fucking break, look at what Foreman can do for you. Hell yeah, son. That's what I'm talking about. Keep this shit competitive at the very least, bro. First and goal from the 10. Out of the shotgun. Oh, tipped at the line and intercepted. And he takes it back to the... Tannehill tried to get it like a wide receiver screen. And there was a free rusher that jumped up and tipped the pass to himself. There is a flag down, though. I mean, that was just a hell of a play by the defender. Honestly, nothing. That's not on Tannehill at all. It's super unfortunate for him because that's going to go down, obviously, as a pick if it stands. But let's see what the flag is. After the play, unsportsmanlike on Cincinnati. So for taunting. So that's on Eli Apple. So the return got them to about the 40-yard line. So 15 yards back. So it'll be about the 25-yard line now where the Bengals are going to start. I mean, that was just a brilliant play by the free rusher. I mean, nothing Tannehill could do there, bro. Like, He got the tackle. He went and saved the fucking... Yeah, I'm behind, bro. I'm on the stream. Of course I'm going to be behind. I'm not watching it live. I mean, I'm watching it live, but not all the way live because I'm not watching it on cable. I don't have cable TV, so. But yeah. Man, I mean, that's just super unfortunate. That sucks, bro. They were marching down the field, getting ready to fucking put one in the paint to get it back close. I mean, the Tennessee defense has to come through because that's just super unfortunate for the offense, right? Like, that was a phenomenal play for the Bengals defense. And if they end up winning this game, that will be one of the key plays in the game, right? Because that'll stop them from getting it to, let's say they get 7 points, it'll be 13, then it'll be 16-13. They'd be down by 3 points again, right? So it's huge. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. Now, the return got them to the 40-yard line, and they would also have really good field position, but they're going to start now from the 25-yard line as if you know, it was a touchback on like a kickoff, right? So they're going to start at the 25-yard line. So the Tennessee defense definitely has an opportunity, you know, to force a punt, maybe get an interception or some kind of turnover, right? So, but they have to get a stop because even if they give them a field goal and they go to 19-6, then you're down by what, 13 points? That means you then got to get, you know, like 2 touchdowns to even like try and take the lead. So, I mean, it's a tall ask. The Titans have an uphill battle to go right now, man. And they definitely need to play better overall. Like that, the first interception on Tannehill, I definitely put on him. The second one is not his fault. So they're going to start at the 24-yard line officially. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. .641 left to go in the third. I mean, there's still plenty of time. They just got to get a stop if they want to keep in this game. So they get about 2 yards on the first down run there. So not much doing. So that's good. That's a solid play there. I mean, if they were to win, I'd probably curse in excitement. Like, be like, you know, because I'm rooting for the Titans, so I'd be excited about it, and I would probably curse. So pick up 1 yard officially. It's 2nd and 9 from the 25-yard line. They dump it off real quick. Picks up about 3 yards with forward progress, so it's going to be 3rd and 6. That was a quick one out to Chase. So it's going to be 3rd and 6. So Tennessee has an opportunity here. Come on. Tennessee defense got to get a stop, man. Got to get a stop. Because I think if they can get a stop, I do think their offense can move down the field. I mean, they literally just did it. They've shown the ability to do it. So we'll see. I mean, hey, like I said, you got to give credit to the Bengals, man. They're, you know, they're making the plays that are the difference in the game. So, and that's going to go as an incomplete pass. Higgins almost had it for the first down, but big hit by Amani Hooker forced the ball loose. So good defensive series there for the Titans, keeping them in this. Yeah, he put his fucking shoulder right on the ball. That was beautiful by fucking Hooker. 4th and 6, which forces the punt. So they're still in this. Still in this game, baby. Come on. Punt block. All right, so no punt block. And he didn't call a fair catch. Made a good Trey Flowers makes a good tackle. They're still going to have okay field position because they're going to be at like the 30 something. It looks like right around the 35-yard line. But yeah, not getting the breaks. Or sacks and Burrow, but can't stop him. I mean, they've held him for the most part, bro. The defense has been doing their thing. The offense definitely needs to help them out a little bit. But it is unfortunate because on their last drive, the offense was helping them out, getting ready to put up a touchdown, if nothing else, at least probably a field goal. But then, there was a free rusher off the right side of the line, left side for the defense. Looked like a corner or whatever. I don't know who the player was. It looked like a corner or something, maybe a linebacker. And, made an athletic play. It was the play design was a quick throw to the receiver on the outside, a little screen type thing, first and goal from the 10-yard line, trying to at least pick up a few yards, if not get the whole thing right there. But generally what you would consider a high completion throw, but that free rusher obviously was the wrench in the cogs, and dude made a hell of an athletic play, managed to fucking get in the passing lane, but not only get that, he managed to tip the ball back to himself, right? So, I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. Honestly, it just is what it is, bro. But hey, look, fucking still in this. Titans still in this. I think they'll get a touchdown on this drive. I think they will keep it competitive. I think they'll get a touchdown on this drive. Make it 16-13. I mean, Titans are a side team for me. So, that's why I'm not going to get. I would be excited for sure if they could pull out the win or whatever, especially after how this game's played out so far. But, either way, they're not my team. So, it is what it is. It's been a pretty good game overall. Okay, yeah. So, sorry, they start at their own 28-yard line. So, they'd give it to Henry. Henry powers forward for about 4 or 5 yards. So decent run on first down, at least staying ahead of the chains, right? And they got to, honestly, bro, they do got to lean on that run game. Tire that defense out. That'll open them up. Tannehill, when he's at his best, is off the play action anyway, right? Especially when you can get the opportunity to roll him out and stuff a little bit. There's Henry. That's going to be close to a first down. Depends on the spot. Looks like they're going to call him just a little bit short, so it's going to be 3rd and 1 probably officially, but it'll be a 3rd and inches. I would imagine they probably just run the ball again, honestly. But yeah, bro, that's what they got to, or maybe some kind of little play action or something, right? Under 4 minutes left to go in the third. 1st and 10. Oh no, they did give him the first down. So they do actually give him the first down. So from their own 38-yard line, fake to Henry off the play action, going deep, and he's got him. Is that Brown? Inside the 25, baby. There we go. Let's go. See, I told you, man, they're not out of this game yet. Beautiful. Yeah, that was beautiful by Tannehill, man. Put it right in where you needed it to be. Oh, to King Henry. Yeah, man. All right, here we go. They're back in business at the 22-yard line. Give it to Henry again. That was a good stop. He only gets maybe about 1.5 yards, but Come on, Tennessee. So 1 yard officially. So 2nd and 9. They're going to give Henry a little bit of a break. Hilliard's now in the game. Tannehill's going to be under center. From the 21-yard line, dropping back to pass. Oh, come on, Brown. You got to catch that. It was a little behind him, but he could have had that, bro. But see, that's what I'm saying. You can't be making those mistakes. Those mistakes will lose you the game. Now you got to at least pick up the first down here, but this does give the Bengals defense a little bit of an opportunity to kind of pin their ears back, right? Because it's now a 3rd and 9. I mean, yes, they're at the Bengals 1-yard line. So they would have to get a pretty big sack. Like it would have to be a long sack as far as yardage to knock them out of field goal range. But they do have an opportunity at least to hold them to a field goal attempt. Looks like a timeout was taken by the Titans. I mean, Tannehill does have a lot of Tannehill does have quite a few comeback wins, bro. Like I agree that he's not, Tannehill's not the type to game in and game out or whatever, just, completely take over. But he does have, come from behind game winning drives and stuff. So 3rd and 9. Let's see if they can convert this or if they're going to end up having to settle for a field goal or what. Excuse me. 3rd and 9 from the 21 of the Bengals. Drops back. And it's completed, but it's only going to pick up about, 6 yards, 5 or 6? Tannehill wants to go for it, but it looks like they're going to go for a field goal. Tannehill's like, come on, bro, I want to go for it. So it's going to be 4th and 3. Looks like they're going to go for the field goal. So if they get this, that'll put them up to 9 points. That'll put them down 7? Because it'll be 16-9. So that it'll be a 1-score game, and it is good. So they do at least get some points. Obviously, you'd love to have the touchdown there, but they do at least get some points. Their defense can still hold the Bengals, man. So defense has to get a stop. Yep, field goal. They got the field goal. I mean, it's been a good game, man.
Titans went 7-2 at home this season, losses to Arizona, the season opener, and that shocking loss to Houston. Meanwhile, Cincinnati, very confident road team. They finished 5-3, but you may want to take that last game out of the equation. They were 5-2 and then sat their starters in the final game against Cleveland. So confident road squad.
So 1:36 left to go in the 3rd quarter. I mean, look, man, if the Titans defense can get a stop, they are still right in this game. Keep them from getting any points, and you're down by only 7 right now. So it is a returnable kick. Oh, getting a decent fucking. I mean, you can't let him do that, though. It gets to about the 41-yard line. You can't let him get a good return like that, though. That makes it a little bit harder on your defense. I mean, they've sacked Burrow 6 times. But Tannehill has the 2 interceptions, right? So the first one was definitely on Tannehill. The second one I do not put that one on Tannehill. That was just a great play by the fucking defender. All right, so officially marked at the 40-yard line. Oh, and it's intercepted! Amani Hooker, bro, he pulled that bitch off the ground! It was a deflected pass. I don't know, though. I mean, it was close. Off his hands. That's so close. I mean, the nose of the ball, like, scrapes the ground, but he does have it secure, bro. Like, oh, my God, that's... And the call on the field was an interception. Oh, man, that's so close! I mean, he has full control over it, but... Man... I mean, honestly, with the, I'm gonna keep it real, and this, I'm being completely honest here, because the call on the field was an interception. I think that it should stand because yes, I get the ball touches right there, absolutely, but it did look like he had a firm grasp on the ball. I mean, that's the thing, right? That's, and what is that, Mike Pereira? He's talking about it depends on when he controlled the ball. I think, I mean, it's super close, bro. Like, honestly, but that's why I'm going with the call on the field because it's so razor thin. It's so razor thin. So, or no, Gene Steratore, my bad. It's so razor thin that I would personally go with the call on the field, which was an interception. That's what I'm saying because there's a amazing argument for both sides. It's that close. It's razor thin because I can objectively see a way you can say that he grasps the ball because it doesn't, when the ball touches the ground, it doesn't move at all. It doesn't move at all. So it's super close. Super close. I mean, it's razor thin. Razor thin. He definitely sticks the catch. I mean, it was brilliant. I mean, it's so close, bro. It's so close. It's razor thin. I mean, they're still talking about it. It is razor thin, bro. Honestly, like I said, I would go with now if the call on the field was incomplete, I would say the same thing. Go with the call on the field because it's so razor thin. Woo! I mean, this could be huge though, bro. Like this could be huge. Challenge it. I mean, they're taking such a long time. Like they're obviously like heavy talking about this. I guess the Bengals could challenge it after that. I think that's legal, but I don't know why you would though. Because if they take all this time to talk about it with New York and New York says, you know, go with the call on the field as it stands because it's not clear and obvious that the ground helped him. I mean, it's so, and it stands. I do think that's the right call. I do think that's the right call because that was the call on the field. And it's so like bang, bang when it happens, right? And there is an argument that he did have control of the ball before the tip of the ball. And the reason why you can say that is because the ball didn't move when the tip of the ball hit the fucking ground. So anyway, but I mean, that's a huge play. 1st and 10. They do stop Derrick Henry for about a 1-yard loss, though. So it's going to be 2nd and 11.
And what do you think in these plays is they would obviously have deemed that possession had occurred just before that football hit the ground.
Yeah, possession had occurred just before the football touched the ground. And I think that's, honestly, I think that's fair. Like I said, bro, whatever the call on the field was, for me, that's what I would go with because it's so razor thin. Oh, and it looks like the Bengals jumped, so there's going to be a flag on the Bengals. Oh, nope, false start. It looked like the Bengals to me, but so it's going to be 2nd and 16 now. That was on center Ben Jones. So 42 seconds left. I mean, Tennessee not going in the right direction. They would love to get a fucking touchdown here and tie the game. Especially after having fucking gotten that turnover. You know what I'm saying? So now they're at the 33-yard line, 2nd and 16. Dropping back. Tannehill unloads. And that's A.J. Brown for the score, baby, into double coverage. Clutch ass fucking throw on 2nd and 16. Telling you, bro, Tannehill's not perfect. He's not elite, but he will come through for you, man. I'm telling you. What a beautiful fucking throw and beautiful catch. Ah, see, that's fucking gorgeous. Look at that. And he's just like, hey, man. Big Tennessee touchdown there on the turnover, baby. See, this is what I'm talking about, though. This is a fucking game, son. Yeah. What a game. What a game. This is the kind of shit that I like to see. And it is now tie game 16-all with 15 seconds left to go in the third. This is a game, baby. This is way more exciting than the last 2 games that I streamed for, bro. Like when one team just like runs away with it and shit, like, nah, I don't like that, man. Like, I want to see competitive games that are tight right down to the fucking wire, bro. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Nice. Oh, come on. That was not a lucky pass. That was beautiful. Tannehill put it in the only place that his receiver could get it. And, of course, A.J. Brown is one of the best in the league as far as I'm concerned. So, you know, I would say probably top 10. I would say A.J. Brown's probably at least a solid top 10. So, hey, man. I mean, you know, people can argue the call on the interception all day. I like it the way it was called because in the bang bang moment, they called it an interception and they stuck with it because it was so close. So they're going to keep the return to about the 20-yard line. So they're going to have a rough they're showing the replay. That interception was fucking amazing. And look at that fucking catch, bro. The one-handed right into fucking... That's what I'm saying. Look at that, though. The ball placement was perfect. Perfect. Because he was backpedaling into the end zone while he was battling the defender with his right hand. And with his left hand, he just cradles that bitch in there because Tannehill put it perfectly. Perfectly. So it's about a 6-yard gain to Uzama on first down, and that's going to end the third quarter. Yeah, this has been a great game, dude. What's going on, Irving? It's been a great game. I don't know that I would necessarily say that's elite, but like I said, bro, Tannehill will come through for you, man. Like, I think people, especially Dolphins fans, like shit on Tannehill way gratuitously. Like, Dolphins fans go out of their way to shit on Tannehill. Now, again, as a fan of Tannehill, I'm not saying he's elite, right? He's definitely not. And I do recognize his flaws, like, you know, his ability to feel pressure, especially, you know, on the outside. particularly on his blind side, of course, right? But like, you know, Tannehill isn't a scrub, man. Oh man, Bakhtiari's not going to play against the fucking Niners. That's huge, actually. Their offensive tackle, that's actually pretty fucking huge. Because the Niners do have some decent pass rush from what I've seen. See, on Twitter, I just saw this dude, his name is Nick Shook, Shook, and Cameron Rolfe retweeted, "Hello, newcomers, to the Is Ryan Tannehill actually good discussion. We've been stuck here for half a decade, and this is why." But the problem with that I have is people are having that discussion with the basic philosophical premise that a quarterback has to be elite, right? Like, for them to be good. If they're not elite, then they fucking suck. Like, and I disagree with that. There is so much more nuance to it than that, right? Like, even the elite quarterbacks, there's still levels to that shit. And they're, like Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes are elite at different things. You know what I'm saying, right? Tom Brady is elite at different things. Tom Brady is the best game managing quarterback ever. He's, arguably the greatest quarterback of all time because of his resume and the things he's accomplished, right? But like, I think Tannehill is up there when it comes to the game managing quarterbacks. No, he's not elite. I've never said that he's elite. But that's the thing though. I think he's above average. Because I do think he's, for lack of a better way of saying it, I think he's an elite game managing quarterback, or not even elite, because I don't think he's elite. I think he's a great game managing quarterback, but one of the best game managing quarterbacks in the game. 2nd and 3. They run the ball. Mixon gets it to the outside, picks up a decent gainer, about 10, 12 yards maybe. And obviously a first down because it was 2nd and 3. Tight game, man. I mean, it looks like both teams are going to be missing a couple guys that they would like to have, the Niners and the Trey Sermon's going to be out. Who was the shit? I just looked at the fucking thing and forgot the name already, the player. Anyway, 1st and 10 from their own 40. It's a quick, Chase breaks some fucking tackles, picks up about 15 or so. Maybe a little more than that. Maybe more around 20. I mean, there were two tacklers there. That's another thing though, man. The defense can't fold. They got to get a stop. Offense brought them back, got them in the fucking game. I mean, to be fair, defense, obviously, they got that interception. So they're now at the 39-yard line of the Titans. 1st and 10 at the Titans' 39-yard line for the Bengals. Play clock running down, just gets it off. They run the ball, and that gets stuffed for a 1-2 yard loss. So that was a good stop for the Titans defense there. I mean, see, that's the thing, bro, is like, I don't know. I don't have as you know, I don't have the same philosophies as most people, and I don't look at the quarterback position in the same way. Like, I would rather, honestly, I'd rather have Tannehill and build a well-rounded team than have a Deshaun Watson and have a completely garbage fucking offense otherwise. No run game, no line, no receivers. So Chase gets it about 7-ish on that quick throw. So it's going to be third down, but it's going to be third and manageable, 3rd and 3, 3rd and short for the Bengals. So let's see if the Titans can get a stop or if the Bengals can keep things going here. Crowd trying to get loud right now. 3rd and 3 from the 32-yard line of the Titans. So they are right around field goal range right now. Oh, and that's going to be a big sack to midfield. Huge sack. Huge sack. Takes him way out of field goal range, bro. Like, huge sack. I mean, look, they had a free rusher. Landry, I think, was the first guy. Yeah, Landry was the free rusher. He did make Landry miss, but then he got cleaned up by whoever 48 is. Is that Simmons? No. That's 7 sacks now. But see, Tennessee defense doing what they got to do, bro. 7 sacks, dude. 7. So there's the punt. Fair catch. Looks right about the, 17-yard line, I would say. So that's where the Tennessee offense is going to start on their next drive. And look, it's a tie game now, 16-6. I'm going to go use the bathroom really fast while we're going to commercial, so I'll be right back. Woo!
The best part about doing things yourself? It's free. Like doing your own taxes with H&R Block free online, where more people can file free than with TurboTax. Help is here.
When does an underdog stop being an underdog? After the first big win, the second, try never. Because being an underdog isn't about how much you win. It's about how well
Alrighty. What a game, man. What a game. 19-16 Tennessee. I mean, you've kind of changed your score a couple times in this game, but I believe you. I don't know. Like I said, I predicted a Tennessee win, bro. I think they're going to get it done. And right now, they're on trajectory to do so. Because if their offense can fucking... Even if they can go down and put up a field goal, they take the lead and their defense is playing well, right? 7 sacks for the Tennessee defense. So... But like I said, man, at the end of the day, the thing that is most important for me... All right, whatever. But so you've said that for most of the game. But anyway, like for me, what's most important is that it's a competitive, fun to watch kind of game, right? Like that's what I care about the most. So I'm glad that it is no matter how it ends. What a disaster. All right, so 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. So I was right about the placement. I mean, and they should just lean on the run game, bro, honestly, and then some play action. And there they go with Henry. Nice run there for about 8 or 9 yards. So 9 officially. There we go, baby. Come on. Yeah, I mean, look, Tannehill doing some nice things with A.J. Brown, bro. But, I mean, obviously, like, Tannehill having A.J. Brown and Derrick Henry is huge for him, bro. Like, so they give it to Henry again on 2nd and 1. Oh, another nice run. gets to the 38-yard line. So, oh no, that's Foreman. Excuse me. That wasn't Henry. That was Foreman. But like I said, bro, Foreman, bro, he can come in and fucking he's like Henry Jr., dude. So 1st and 10 from the 36, from their own 36-yard line now. Ten minutes left to go in the game. Fake the handoff with the play action. Tannehill working around, throws it, and that's complete to A.J. Brown, baby, onto the Bengals side of the field. Woo! What a game. What a game. This is fun to watch. Yeah, baby. 1st and 10 from the Bengals 44-yard line. So they're getting close to field goal range now. Tannehill throws. It's a quick out to Julio Jones. Picks up about 8 yards, 7 or 8 yards. 7 yards officially. Hell yeah, baby. Tennessee doing it. I'm telling you, man. Tennessee going to come away with this one. They didn't start the game very well, and they've had some, some rust to shake off all around and stuff or whatever, but taking care of business. Tannehill with plenty of time. And it looks like it's going to be maybe a little short of the first down. I guess it kind of depends on the spot. On 2nd and 3. So it's going to be third and short, 3rd and 1. Shit. God damn it. 3rd and less than 1. They give it to, Tannehill kept it, and they're going to stop him. So Bengals defense comes through and gets the stop to keep him short. He probably should have just handed it off. It looked like the running back probably did have a little bit better of an opportunity there, but they're going to go for it. It would be 53 yards from this point. They're going to go for it. 4th and 1. I mean, it looks like with the spot, they actually did back up a little bit. Henry gets stuffed. So Cincinnati holds. What a game, man. What a game. Yeah, what a game. They probably should not have gone for it. I'm going to keep it real. Especially because it got with the spot, it got on the 3rd and 1, like the 3rd and 1 was like half a yard away from picking up first down. When they spotted it, it ended up being like a full yard. So I think they should have probably just kicked it there. Honestly, that could prove to be costly in this game because now the defense is going to have to come back and get a stop with the Bengals having good field position at like their own 40-something yard line, right? So, or no, I think they were at. Are they at the Titan? Are they just over the side on the Titan side? Anyway, whatever. They're going to have good field position is the point, right? So I think the Titans should have kicked the ball there. Tie game, 16-16. I know your defense is playing really well and you have 7 sacks and shit, but I wouldn't give them any favors by giving them such short field position. I definitely would have kicked that, man. To me, that would have been the better call. But like I said, I don't call the plays and stuff. So they decided to go for it. They didn't get it. And now the Bengals are in good position to, do something. I mean, Tannehill's made some good throws in this game, but I agree. He's a game manager. I just think he's one of the better game managing quarterbacks. And I think that people, especially Dolphins fans, shit on him a little too much. Like, I understand he's got weaknesses. I acknowledge those and stuff like that. But I think that he can deliver for you. And he's had moments in this game where he has delivered. By the way, on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1, if you're going to go for it, I don't care who the quarterback is necessarily. If you've got Derrick Henry and you can run the ball, like, I'm never going to question that, even if you don't get it, like, in that situation. Okay, so yeah, no, they're at their own 37-yard line. So they still got a little ways to go, and Burrow gets sacked again. Sack number 8. Loss of 7 on that play, so it's going to be 2nd and 17 now. I mean, hey, if the Titans defense keeps getting sacks and they fucking get the Bengals off the field, then maybe, going for it wasn't really that big a deal after all. Oh, yeah. I know the Bengals. I didn't know, is Isaiah Prince starting? I know that he was on the Bengals. We cut him. Higgins got most of that back. They're still going to be about 4, 5, 4. I think it looks like about 4 yards short of the first down, though. But 3rd and manageable. Yeah, so 3rd and 4. Let's see if the Titans can get off the field or if the motherfucking Bengals are going to be able to keep their drive alive. So 3rd and 4 from their own 43-yard line now. That's going to be a first down and a couple extra yards. So it's going to be about 7 yards on the pickup. So they do keep their drive alive. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now, right around midfield. Looks like right at mid. Yeah, so that the ball is spotted at midfield. So 1st and 10 at midfield. And it looks like there's going to be a penalty on the Bengals. False start's going to back them up 5 yards. So it's going to be 1st and 15 now from the 45 of the Bengals. That was on Mixon. Man, what a game, bro. This has been a game, son. Franchise postseason record in sacks for the Titans at 8. I mean, it's been a hell of a game. No matter how this game turns out, honestly, bro, it's been a hell of a game. Wait, what happened? Oh. Okay. I guess there was confusion over whether the play clock was right. I mean, the game clock was right. Woo! What a game, son. What a game. Yeah, Isaiah Prince was from the 2019. Yeah. I believe they cut him in his rookie season too. Yeah, because they cut Chandler Cox in 2020, I think it was. Or no, it was like January of 2021. So they pick up 4 on that first. Oh yeah, look, Prince is in there. So they pick up 4 on that run, so it's going to be 2nd and 11. What a game, dude. This has been a hell of a fucking game. This is the kind of shit that I like to see, though, bro. Like, this has been it's been a dogfight. It's been fun to see. Just gets the ball off in time. 2nd 11. Gets the pass off, picks up maybe 3 yards. Oh, David Long's back out there, so that's good. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. Let's see if the motherfucking Titans can get off the field, baby. Let's go. Only quarterback to win postseason game after being sacked 8 times was Donovan McNabb. What? Well, he better hope they don't get him again. Shit. Because then that fucking decreases his odds even more. Oh, and they're coming and they get him again. Another big sack. That's 9 sacks. Oh. What do you mean? Does it make me want to turn inside out? Man, bro. 9 sacks today. Simmons on that one. I mean, this defensive line is just kicking the ever-living shit out of the Bengals O-line, bro. It's a 9-1. They've sacked Tannehill once. The Bengals have allowed 9 sacks. Oh, my God. But that's huge, though, and that was actually... That was good. That was good kick coverage, though. So the Titans are going to have to drive pretty much the length of the field. But that was one of the key things in the game against the Titans for the Dolphins that people I don't think paid enough attention to. That was the first game that the Titans had their entire offensive line back, right? Like, that was huge. Oh, no. Nah, why would it make me want to do that? So they're starting at their own 16-yard line. 2:43 left to go in the 4th quarter. They can win this on a field goal. 19-16. Just like fucking Bijou is saying. If he gets that right, though, I'm gonna laugh. Oh, man, Derrick Henry tried to go for the stiff arm a little too soon, and he tripped himself up. Dude, he probably would have drove that motherfucker into the ground if he would have fucking stayed on his feet. It's said to be a better run block, not pass block. I don't know. I haven't followed him that closely, so you'd probably know better than me. 2nd and 7 from their own 19-yard line. And we're going to hit the 2-minute warning before they run a play. So Tannehill and the Titans offense is going to have the ball with the last 2 minutes to go in the game, tied 16-16, and a chance to win this. Either with a game-winning field goal to make it 19-16, or, whatever. I mean, who knows, bro? So A.J. Brown also set a Titans wide receiver team record for having 142 receiving yards. And obviously the game's not quite over yet, but telling you, man. I mean, this last 2 minutes is huge, bro. Last 2 minutes is huge. But this could be, you never know. It could go to overtime. Absolutely. game could totally go to overtime. This also could be where Derrick Henry breaks a big one and gets a touchdown to seal the game. You never know, right? Derrick Henry does that. That's a Derrick Henry thing to do. So maybe he breaks a fucking big one, 50, 60, 70 yards, whatever, 40, 50, 60 yards, whatever, and gets a touchdown. That's possible. It could go to overtime, 16-16, which is possible. I would enjoy that. That would be exciting, right? Take this game to overtime. I'd be in favor of that. Yeah, bro. Either way, though, I'm saying this has been a hell of a game. Oh, come on. Don't start fucking up, stream. You've been great the whole time. Come on. Not in the last 2 minutes. Let's go. Come on. Last 2 minutes of the game. Stream's being fucking... Fucking fuck. I can probably bring it up on my phone, though, just as a backup on the NFL app. Which I am going to do, which actually then it'll be live. All right, so 1:46, 1st and 10. The Titans do have it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. So while my normal stream is fucking up right now, but I put it on my phone, they give it to Derrick Henry and gets no gain, it looks like. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Come on, bitch. What's going on with the stream, son? So it is 2nd and 10. Since it's the only game on right now, though, I can definitely have it on my phone because it's the only game that the NFL app will be playing. Tannehill drops back. It's about a 5-yard pickup on 2nd and 10, so it's going to be 3rd and, kind of manageable. So 3rd and 5 for the Titans. 47 seconds left to go in the game. I'll probably just call it for you the rest of the way here live. Because I'll be a play behind or whatever on the other stream. So fuck it. So from their own 40-yard line, 3rd and 5 for the Titans. Tannehill dropping back. Oh, goddamn with the tipped interception, bro. 20 seconds. Oh, this might be going to overtime. That one's not on Tannehill either. He put that right in the place. Who is that? Who's the receiver? That was just, the defender got his hand in there too, but the receiver should have fucking caught that. That's Westbrook Akine. And it tips up. Hey, man, this might actually go to overtime then. Ball was tipped up. Poor Tannehill, though. That's the thing is people are going to shit on Tannehill for having 3 interceptions, but 2 of those are not on Tannehill at all. 2 of those are definitely not on Tannehill at all. But hey, what a game, bro. 20 seconds left to go. As long as they don't let the Bengals get any points, they're good. They still got 17 yards to go to get to field goal range. And they're right at field goal range now with 15 seconds left to go. That could be the game then. Right at the edge of field goal range, gets out of bounds, 15 seconds. I mean, that's rough, bro. Like, if they lose because of that, that's not on Tannehill, man. His receiver screwed him on that one. And the second interception, that was just a phenomenal play by the Bengals defender. The first one was on Tannehill. I give you that for sure. All right, so they run the ball. They get a stop because they're going to take it down. They're going to take it down to the last seconds, 2nd and 8, and they're going to go for the field goal, I'm guessing. The Bengals have an opportunity to win this here, man. Wowzers. What a game, son. Either way, though, like I said, it's been a hell of a fucking game. I mean, you know, hats off to the Bengals if they can get this win, bro. But, like, that's the thing. I'm seeing people on fucking social media and stuff shit on Tannehill. The second 2 interceptions he threw, the second and the third one, are not his fault at all. So there's 9 seconds left to go on the game clock. 2nd and 8. Man. Westbrook-Akine, bro, you got to pull that in, son. What a game. What a game. I mean, that's the thing, right? Tennessee, their defense has 9 sacks, but the Bengals defense forced 3 interceptions, right? I mean, this has been a wild game, son. Wild game. But yeah, anyway, like, I've said it enough. Like, I don't blame Tannehill for the second and the third interception. I know a lot. And so they're going to take it down to like 3 seconds. They ended up losing a couple yards on that play. Burrow just ended up like keeping it. Now it's going to be like 3rd and 10 with 3 seconds left to go. And they're going to give it to their kicker to try and win this. What a game. What a game. And like I said, bro, if the Bengals win, hats off, man. Hats off for getting that dub, son. It was a hard-fought slugfest the whole way through. I mean, I'd like to see them miss it just to go to overtime, like, honestly. But that is also partly because I do want Tennessee to win. But, like I said, bro, either way, man, what a fucking game. Honestly, what a game. All right, here we go. 52-yard attempt for the win with 4 seconds left. Woo! And it's good. What a game, son. So, hey, you were right about 19-16, but it wasn't a Tennessee win, man. What a game, son. What a game. Hey, yeah, but he did predict Tennessee was going to win, so I give you half credit. You get the score right, but you obviously didn't get the team. Hey, man, look, they just made too many mistakes. The Tennessee Titans just made too many mistakes, especially early on. I don't blame Tannehill for those 2 interceptions, the second 2, right? One of them was just a phenomenal athletic play by the defender, and then the other one was the receiver, fucking up, bro. The receiver fucked up. He tipped the ball. They were in position. They could have come away with it. So, hey, man, it is what it is. Look, it is what it is. Tannehill did his thing. I know a lot of people on social media are going to shit on Tannehill and say that he lost the game, even though I don't think that's true. Because, again, Like, some of it you can just give credit to the Bengals. The second interception is all credit to the Bengals defender. The third interception, which were key plays in this game, was on the Tennessee Titans receiver, Nick Westbrook-Akine, right? So, I mean, hey, it was a hard-fought game. Bengals going to the AFC Championship. Tennessee Titans, man, disappointing loss, but it was a hard-fought game. It was a good game. I liked it, bro. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. Oh, that's interesting. I thought it was fun. I thought it was competitive. It was not like, like I said, the last two games, the Kansas City Steelers game, that shit was boring because it got fucking so one-sided, right? Like the Patriots and the Bills game, so boring because it got one-sided, bro. Like, but hey, man, hand it to the Bengals for coming in here and playing one hell of a fucking game, son. And honestly, though, to be fair, the one interception that was Tannehill's fault, you can have an argument for that was the difference in the game, right? Because that gave the Bengals 3 points, their very first 3 points of the game, which obviously was the difference in the game. But I don't think it's quite fair to say that, Tannehill completely lost this game and it was all on him. But it is fair to say, that. It is fair to say that, he did give them, with that bad interception, he did give them their first 3 points of the game, which ultimately the difference in score was 19-16. It was a difference of 3. So no, I don't like them all, bro. The last two games, you were here. The last two games were boring as fuck. That's what's up. That's why I cut those streams shorts, man. Those streams short because I couldn't watch that shit in the fourth quarter. I mean, what a fucking game, bro. No matter how you slice it, that was a phenomenal fucking game. So I enjoyed it. I was rooting for Tannehill and the Titans for sure, like I said. But hey, bro, what a fucking game. And hats off to Joe Burrow and those Bengals, man, going to the AFC Championship. So now it's going to be interesting to see tomorrow, because obviously you have the Bills and KC. So who are the Bengals going to have to face in the AFC Championship game? Either way, if they have to face the Bills, it's going to be tough. If they have to face the Chiefs, it's going to be tough. But hey, man, they are earning themselves a fucking, some bragging rights for sure. Hats off to the fucking Bengals. But look, and I also want to say, before I go ahead and, end my stream here, because I am going to, take a breather and stuff. And before the next game comes on, and because I do want to watch the 49ers Packers game. I'm not going to be streaming for it. I will stream for the Chiefs Bills game tomorrow. But the last thing I want to say, though, is man, look at what the Bengals did. Look at how they rebuilt their team. Yes, I get it. Joe Burrow's a really good quarterback. They took him high in the draft, a first-round guy. Yes. I get all that, and I don't want to downplay or discredit, the value of having, that guy, quote unquote, that guy at the quarterback position. But my thing with that, as you guys know, is that it's hard to get that guy, right? And to have that guy for years and years and years. So I just like my general philosophy, no matter what, that guy or not, is to build a well-rounded team. So that's my primary focus. My primary focus is not finding an elite quarterback. I'm going to try and get the best quarterback that I can get at all times. And that's why I would draft one every year in rounds 3 or later, but never take one in the first 2. So that way in the first 2 rounds, I could focus on the trenches, offensive and defensive lines, and then throw in some, secondary or wide receiver or something, depending on need and value and so on and so forth. Right. So, if you hit me up with the link, I might pop in. Um, but I might not talk a lot or anything because once I get off here, I do have some things to do. Like I need to put in some laundry while I'm watching this game. So I have some things around the house and stuff that I'm going to need to do. Obviously, I'm going to be getting food. So I might not be very chatty, but if you give me the link, like, send it to me on Facebook or whatever. And then, I might pop in or whatever. Because I will be watching the game, but I might not be very chatty, just to let you know. But yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying though, is look at what the Bengals did though, man. Like, their offensive line does need improvement for sure, but it was better than ours over the course of the season. And that's obvious because ours was dead last in the league, right? But they gave Burrow, a ton of support in a lot of different ways, including the coaching staff and the infrastructure within the organization, right? They didn't decide that they had to tank an entire season of a, first time head coach's tenure with the team in order to go after a quarterback and get their guy supposedly, just to end up fucking that whole thing up along the way over the next 3 years, right? Obviously, because that's what the Dolphins did. Like, the Bengals didn't do that. And like the Browns, for example, the like other prominent team in the league that decided to do a tanking philosophy, it took them what, 6 or 7 years just to finally get back to being playoff relevant and build up all of that talent and potential and production and so on and so forth. But even their quarterback still has question marks, right? So even their, prize child fucking Baker Mayfield. So that's why, like, my philosophies for how to build a team, how to draft and stuff are pretty unconventional. I'll give you that. But I think that it's the more well-rounded, you can say safer, I guess, if you want, but I just feel like it's less risky and it has a much higher probability of having success, especially when you want sustained success. What do the Titans need to get? I mean, that's a good question. I would say probably, you know, um, I don't know. Honestly, I mean, I do look, the Titans this year, they were definitely one of the more injured teams in the league. I actually do think, and one of the reasons why I like the Titans is because I do think Mike Vrabel, I don't know who the GM is off the top of my head. Maybe you can tell me, Grandizer, but I think they've done a pretty damn good job at building up that entire team, right? Like, they have I mean, they might have some areas on defense, like, I don't know, probably the secondary, they could probably get a little bit better at. Depth options for sure, because if they do end up having injuries, they want to be able to make sure that they don't have as big a drop off on play. I mean, there's talk that Harold Landry might even be leaving in the offseason, right? Like, he could potentially not be a Titan anymore. So if that's the case, you would obviously have to find a way to replicate his production. And I don't follow them close enough to know if they have anybody in house or whatever, but like, I'm still learning a lot about the different teams in the league, but that's why I'm trying to watch all these teams more and stuff like that. So that was one of my big focuses this past year is trying to watch a lot more of the NFL, right? The different teams in the NFL, so I can increase my knowledge base of the different teams, their personnel, their players and stuff like that, et cetera, et cetera. And, going into this next year, I'm going to try and get a little bit more, a little deeper into, I'm going to continue that, but I'm also going to get a little deeper into, like free agency and draft prospects and stuff like that. So yeah, man, you spelled my name wrong, Crypto, but yeah. Hey, look, the Bengals, man, the Bengals, bro, they played a damn good team. I mean, it was a hard fought game. It was gritty. I enjoyed it. It was a really good game, man. John Robinson is Titans GM. I mean, I think they've done a phenomenal job overall. I think that they have, like I said, maybe a little bit in their secondary. If they do lose Landry, they'll need to replace that. maybe like, another reliable receiver. I do think Deontay Foreman and Hilliard are actually like solid backups to Derrick Henry and relief pieces and stuff like that. So I don't think that they have, and Deontay Foreman showed he can handle most of it just in case Henry is not there. But yeah, man, look, Bengals, hats off to them, bro. Like they played a damn good game. Um, the second Tannehill interception, that was just a phenomenal play by their defender, right? So hats off to that guy. The third one, the third interception, like I said, I don't put the second or third interception on Tannehill. The third one was, or the second one was a great play by the Bengals defender. The third one was, on the Titans receiver, Westbrook Akine, right? Like he should have caught that pass. Instead, he deflected it up in the air, which ended up being the game sealing interception because then it allowed the Bengals to drive down the field and get their game winning field goal instead of the Titans being able to do that. So, I don't put those interceptions on Tannehill. The first one was completely on Tannehill, but either way, bro, like it was a hard fought game. It was gritty. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. And I said, bro, like I could see this game going either way. And it came down to the wire. It was competitive. And that's the kind of game that I like to watch as a fan of football. And so I enjoyed it. Like I said, I thought it was a good time. Like I said, hats off to the Bengals. They're going to the AFC Championship. I think the Titans are going to be just fine. I think Ryan Tannehill is going to be just fine, right? So, hell yeah, bro, like good on them, man. Good on them. It's going to be interesting to see what the AFC Championship game looks like after after tomorrow's game. You might want to learn how to spell irrelevant, by the way, bro, before you want to come talking shit. And now, like, I've fucking had enough. So you can fuck off. Yeah, bro. It was a good game. It was a good game. Like I said, I am going to be watching the next game, and if you hit me up on in the Facebook thing, whatever, Facebook chat Grandizer, like I said, I might pop into the chat or whatever, but I probably won't talk a lot because I do got some things to do, like I said, including laundry. So I am going to be watching this game like on the side because I am going to be paying attention for those couple things that I mentioned. I'm going to be paying attention for can the 49ers make a game of this? I actually think that the Packers should I think the Packers should probably win this game pretty easy. That would be my expectation. I'm not necessarily saying it's going to be like a complete blowout, but I do think that the Packers should probably win this game pretty easy. So I'll be curious to see if the 49ers are able to make a game of it. And obviously, I'm going to be paying attention to the offense in particular because Mike McDaniel is a potential head coaching candidate for the Dolphins. And then obviously it will determine some stuff for the upcoming draft because if the 49ers lose, then after this weekend wraps up, we will know exactly where our pick stands. If they manage to pull the upset and beat the Packers, then we'll have to wait until next week at least to figure out where our pick is going to be. And if that's the case, then we're only going to potentially have the 29th or 30th pick at best. So, yeah, anyway, it was a great time. It was good chatting with you guys. Again, hats off to the Bengals for pulling out that win. It was a fun game. I enjoyed it. And I will be doing a live stream tomorrow. I don't know. Look, hey, I'm not counting the 49ers out. I think that they can make a game of it for sure, but my expectation going in is that the Packers should win this game. But anyway, I will be doing a live stream for the Bills Chiefs game tomorrow. So join me for that and we'll chat it up again and we'll keep it pushing. Otherwise, I am going to jump up out of here. Like I said, I do got some things to do and I'm getting hungry. So I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Otherwise, stay safe, have a good one. Have a good rest of your evening, good rest of your weekend. And like I said, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, y'all, I am out of here.